What am I going to shoot today? In here. No, I've been putting it off long enough.
So it's mid-January, and I bet you thought the new year, new me posts were over. Well, they're not. I originally bought a 4x5 camera to shoot 4x5, and I use it mostly for 617. So my new year, new me mission is to go shoot more 4x5. And this is the start of that journey. Because in 2026, I'm shooting more, and I'm shooting bigger, baby.
Legit. I'll show you what we're seeing. You kind of see it, but not really. So, let's come in. One more test shot. Bam. I wanted to shoot my 90mm, but I have not had one single scene to shoot on that since I bought that lens. So we're rocking it with the 210L, which I thought was going to be like a super impressive, super rare lens because you don't see them that often. I bought it, and come to find out, L was for learner, not for limited or anything cool like that. F11 at 250, kind of shooting into the sun, but oh well. And what I'm waiting for.
Not a bad first photograph of the year. Pretty happy with how this came out. And I usually do struggle with photographing in Oklahoma winters because it is so desolate. Everything here is usually gray and yellow and sometimes blue with the sky. But the colors here really came together, and I feel like it made the scene work just perfectly. With the grays and yellows and the very muted blue of the sky, this says nothing's here anymore.
All right, on to the next location. Maybe this evening when the sun's not as harsh. Update. It's 5:09. Sunset is in 20 minutes. I'm looking for a location still. I have one in mind, but I'm trying to remember exactly where it is. So hopefully I can find it in time. If not, holy smokes. The haze down here and all the silhouettes of the equipment on the field. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. So we're gonna do it. Just look at that. Holy shit, dude. Might be too late now because you can't see the haze.
It was definitely too late at this point, but I went to take a picture anyway. And I caught somebody's attention.
Doing all right? Good, you? Oh, yeah, Cray, yeah, hey. Yeah.
This is Kenny Tolbert. He's a fellow photographer here in Oklahoma, and we run into each other a few times at different photo walks and events, so it was cool to run into each other in the wild. I threw his handle up here, and you should go follow him on Instagram because he's an incredible photographer.
Good. There you go. Yeah, good. How are you, man?
I saw a big thing. I'm shooting a little farther down there.
Oh, okay, cool. Dark slide out. And
I'm embarrassed to even show this one, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I was way too late, and I just didn't meter it very well. And I probably need some better holders. So, moving on.
bag. That's what I wanted. Got the Ektar. The window's completely black.
Now, even though I metered this scene correctly, the pink and purple sky behind the house really selling that twilight hour, it had all faded into the very flat blue sky. For some reason I thought I could shoot 4x5 a little more run and gun. Not the way I shoot 617 at all, which is slow and methodical, and so why I thought I could shoot a larger format faster, I don't know. And even though it's not quite what I had in mind, I'm still happy with it because I think the composition is strong. I'll just have to reshoot it at the right time with the right light, intentionally and with a plan.
Why?
Which is literally the opposite of what I'm doing now. Turning the camera 90 degrees because I looked and said, neat, like Bender in Futurama.
Neat!
Which I have to admit is my entire photographic process, but for 4x5, that doesn't work.
Uh-oh. I don't like that. Yep. Fuck. And 3, 2.
When I pulled this shot out of the developing tank, I knew something was wrong immediately, and it took me a little while to figure out what the hell happened. But reviewing the footage, I can see that I had knocked the camera off axis at some point between my first attempt with the slide jamming and actually getting the picture. Which is unfortunate because I really like the exposure and the colors, but the composition got screwed up because I wasn't being very thorough or intentional with what I was doing shooting. Meatloaf used to say, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But for me, today at least, 1 out of 4 is good enough.
Thank you for coming along on this little photo drive without a real goal in mind and taking some pictures with me. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.
If you liked the video, please consider subscribing. And remember, shoot more film.